Hey, what's going on, man? GooseSports here. Got another video for you. And LSU and Trojans are going to battle Sunday. It's here. Game week is here. And we'll look at what we got in store here for us Sunday. So both these teams, I think, are very similar. As last year, both these teams had horrible defenses, and they had prolific offenses. But a lot of changes for both these teams. Jaden Daniels is gone. Caleb Williams is gone for USC, so both teams are going to replace Heisman winning quarterbacks. Both teams are replacing their leading rusher. As USC, Marshawn Lloyd's on to the NFL. Logan Diggs. I'm talking about running backs here. Logan Diggs was LSU's leading rusher, but he transferred to Ole Miss. So curious to see if can Caleb Jackson become that ball carrier, the number one ball carrier for LSU. I think he's the most talented player for LSU, but we'll see. As USC, as they got transfer is Woody Marks out of Mississippi State. I believe he's going to be their starter running back. Miller Moss is going to be a quarterback for USC. He had a really good bowl game. Garrett Nussmeier had a good bowl game for LSU as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see what quarterback limits the mistakes. As of course LSU is replacing Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas. They both going to the NFL, and USC is Notaj Washington. He's on to I believe he got drafted by the Dolphins. I believe I'm not sure. I think it was the Dolphins he got drafted by, and also Brendan Rice also got drafted by the Chargers. So both their leading pass catchers are on to the NFL also, just like LSU. So they're gonna have some new faces at receiving corps. They're gonna have I think some of these guys played last year, but these weren't their leading pass catchers. But they just like LSU, they've got some guys that got some playing time. They got some talent. But it's going to be who's going to step up and be that number one receiver for USC and LSU, as Deuce Robinson, Jacoby Lane, Zachariah Branch, Makai Lemon. There's probably their starting four for USC, and over of course for LSU, you're gonna have C.J. Daniels, transfer, Chris Hilton, Kyron Lacey. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see Aaron Anderson, Xavier Thomas, Kyle Parker, Shelton Sampson. I think those are the guys that you're gonna see for LSU. As some of those guys are going to have to step up and be the number one, number two, number three receiver. Curious to see how LSU's got a lot of talent, just like USC, in the receiving core. So some of these guys are just going to get this is to be the first time that they're going to be they're going to be the guys on the field. So I think it's going to be a really good game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think either defense is going to improve as much as we're going to see like a 24-21 game. I'll be surprised if we see. I think both these teams are going to score 30 points. I have a lot of question marks for both these defenses. Just can't see how they're going to improve. That drastically in one off season. Lincoln Riley hasn't. It seemed like he always has a pretty bad defense. Even when he was at Oklahoma, he's had some bad defenses, and he's had some bad defenses at USC. Brian Kelly. Had a horrible defense last season. His first year at LSU, the defense was adequate. I think we had a little more talent, especially in the secondary that year in 2022 than we did last year. But I think LSU has a lot of question marks on the defensive line. Can they get pressure on the quarterback? Our secondary, a lot of question marks. A lot of just guys that just haven't done it. They just haven't performed at a high level consistently enough. So that's why I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think this is going to come down to which quarterback limits the turnovers. Hopefully, for my sake, that Garrett Nussmeier doesn't throw 3-4 interceptions on the come Sunday. Hopefully we can affect the quarterback. LSU can affect the quarterback and maybe cause some turnovers. That's one thing our secondary just did not do much of last year, was intercept the football. I think we only had a handful of interceptions with our secondary last season. So and like I said, I mean, we also didn't get much pressure on the quarterback. Matt House took a lot of heat, but LSU has revamped their whole defensive coaching staff. I think they fired everybody on the defensive coaching staff. They brought back Corey Raymond. So Blake Baker comes in. So it's going to be interesting to see how LSU and USC how they perform Sunday. But I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I say both teams are going to get in the 30s. I say LSU wins by 3, 34-31. That's just my prediction. Don't quote me on that. Everybody's got an opinion, right? But I'll be live for the game on Sunday. Hope to see a lot of you here for that. And hey, man, look, it's gonna be a good game. I know. Look, both fan bases have those idiots who think that this is gonna be a blowout either way. I don't see it. I just don't think that either defense is gonna stop. I don't think either defense is gonna stop one another consistent like in the 20s. I don't think we're going to see that kind of defensive performance. I just don't. I want to see it to believe it with LSU. I know they've been talking all off season how the defense is going to be changing, yada yada yada. But well, I'll believe it when I see it. So, and same with USC. I'll believe it when Lincoln Riley has a top-notch defense, because he seems like he never has a top-notch defense. I know that one year in 2019 he had when they played LSU. I know LSU blew him out in that Peach Bowl, but that year he actually had a decent enough defense that year. But I know Joe Burrow that year, and the LSU offense was on another level. So not many people stopped that offense that year. So, but you guys have a good one. I'll see you for the game on Sunday, and go Tigers.